story after story. Everything is true. Some things are kinda scary, so what you gon' do? Cause that's another tale from the Sipp. That's another tale from the Sipp. Sometimes we spit scripture, line upon line.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Back once again. Tales from the Sipp, episode 17. Yeah, I know you see the title. Got a little thing I want to tell you, a bit of advice. You know what I'm saying? And this advice is don't judge a book by its cover. Now, let's get into it. This neighborhood I used to hang out in, you know what I'm saying? Do a little hustling, this and that. Met a bunch of friends, boom, boom, boom. We did a bunch of crazy stuff. But in this neighborhood, you had a bunch of different characters. You had that you had people that was kind of funny. It's one person I know, they should be a comedian. Well, really two. A male and a female. If they were a comedian, they would be rich. They better than a lot of people you see on TV right now, I'm telling you. But this certain specific dude just caught my attention. I just had to tell you a story about it. So let's get into it. Now, this old dude, he was an old dude in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? He was a humble type of guy. He always, he probably like 5'6", 5'7". He was a little shorter than me. But he wasn't that short. Maybe 5'7", 5'8". Yeah. But anyway, this old dude, I'm not gonna say anybody's names, but yeah, anybody that know me and that know who I'm talking about, they'll know exactly who I'm talking about. But I'm not gonna mention his name. This old dude, he sit around and he walk up and you know what I'm saying, he got his hands behind his back, you know what I'm saying, walking up. He talking all, oh, uh, you could walk up to him and talk to him and he'll say some stuff like, yeah, but I don't mean no harm. I don't mean no harm now. He be acting like he's scared or something. But later on, I find out, man, you know what I'm saying? That dude really wasn't scared. Now, me, myself, I never had a problem with him. I ain't know too many people had a problem with him. He ain't have no problems out of nobody. Nobody bother him. Nobody say nothing, out the way. You know how some these youngsters today, you know what I'm saying? They see an old dude, they see old people, man, they be disrespectful and stuff. But you know what I'm saying? When we were growing up, we ain't bother older people, man. They were older. We were raised that you respect older people. You know what I'm saying? But you maybe had one or two weirdos that didn't want to respect the elderly, the elderly people, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we be down in the neighborhood and hustling or acting stupid or something, you know what I'm saying, out there shooting in there, doing all this, acting crazy. They'll call the police on you. Nah. Now, you do that today, and you know what I'm saying, they get mad, won't go and shoot up folks' houses and stuff. No, we ain't do nothing like that. We knew that was our elder. We knew we were doing wrong in the first beginning. So what we gonna say something to them for? But I'm chasing rabbits right now. Let me get back to the story. So this old dude, like I say, he walk up, talk to you. He got it. He got his hand. He'll sit there. You'll see him walking around. He got his hands behind his back, like acting real humble. But I want to ask you something. Have you ever watched those old kung fu movies? In the old kung fu movies, there always was that old dude that had always walking with his hands behind his back. And if somebody run up on him and go to talking crazy like they gonna do something, what he usually do? That dude usually beat them half to death, right? That same dude that walk, the old dude. See, I watch kung fu movies, so I always watched out for that dude that always walking, that old man, especially the one he got the long beard. It was one his name was, they called him Bai Mei, something like, yeah. On them old kung fu movies, that old dude that walked with his hands behind his back. It's the reason he did that. You know what I'm saying? He was if he walked if he walked with his hands behind his back, hey, it's because he's telling you, I don't want no problems. And you don't want them either. Remember, I told you that. See, if you don't listen to this, you're gonna end up getting what that old dude did to this one person that was in the neighborhood that thought, hey, I'm gonna try this old dude. So let me tell you what happened. One day we was sitting down in the neighborhood. I wasn't down at the time, but everybody was telling me about it. So this one young dude, I used to hang with him and stuff. And he one of the cats in the neighborhood. Used to hang with him, ride. I rode with him a couple times. We did, drink, did all blah 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 blah. Went and got a little, did a little re-up stuff, all that type of stuff. So what I heard, he went over there, over this old man house one day. They was outside, and he went up and started something with the dude, man. I don't know what how it took place. I mean, I didn't know what made him do that to that old dude, but he started a fight with him, man. So, am I tell you, he walking walking around all the time with his hands behind his back, like them dudes on them old kung fu movies that we used to watch. Tell me something. Back in the days, do y'all remember when it used to come on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock every Saturday morning, Black Belt Theater? Yeah. You remember that? You know what I'm talking about. But the dude went over there, started a fight with the man. So naturally, I guess he thought he was gonna beat him up or something. And then this dude was kind of a tough guy, a little bit, you know what I'm saying? It didn't work out the way he thought it was. The old man beat the dude to sleep. Man, they were telling me this dude was throwing punches, he was throwing kicks. Said the man knew martial arts and everything. Said he beat that youngster to sleep. This dude, the youngster, he probably like 20 years old at the time, 20, 21. Old dude, shoot, he was in his late 60s. Man, that old dude beat him to sleep. This what everybody was telling me. Then guess what happened? When he had two sons. One of them was my age at the time, and one of them was a little older, his oldest son. They jumped on the dude, beat him up again. So by the time I made it to the neighborhood and everybody was telling me, I'm like, oh man, what man, this is juicy. This some juicy information. So then the dude that got beat up, we all sitting outside, it about 20, 25 of us out there, you know what I'm saying? He walk up and my partner, you know what I'm saying, I was close with, he was talking about it too. And he walked up, the dude that got beat up, walked up to my partner, hey man, you need to shut up about that bull crap, man, and all this and that. You know, nobody wanna just admit they got beat up, man. So my partner kept talking about it and jump. You know, that's how we do, man. You know what I'm saying? Cats, we grow. You get beat up, man, we're gonna talk about you forever until it's over. You know, at least that day. Or maybe a week will go by. Then we'll leave it alone. But he kept talking about it. So then they end up getting into it. My partner and the dude that got beat up got into it again. My partner jumped up off the step, you know, at the apartments we was at. And he took his hat off and he hit him upside the head with it and then just started hitting him. Two. It was funny, man. I'm just sitting there laughing, man. And then, so he got beat up 3 times in one day. That's crazy, man. It's crazy. Dude got beat up by the old man. It don't bother anybody. The old man, 2 sons, got beat up by they beat him up again. Then my partner beat him up. Well, I think he learned his lesson after that. Think he learned his lesson. But the moral of the story is, don't judge a book by its cover. And the fact is, if you ever see an old man walking around who was quiet and got his hands behind his back while he walking, man, leave that dude alone. Because that man will hurt you, man. Come to find out, that dude, well, he was telling me a little bit about his history. The dude fought in the Korean War. He fought in Vietnam. He was retired from the military. Might have been Special Forces, I think. I think he did say he was Special Forces. And he was retired from the military. He was in the military for like 25, 30 years and was retired. He was drawing his pension and stuff. That dude was dangerous, man. And that youngster who is grown now, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nobody's name. But he learned the hard way, man. Never judge a book by its cover. And here's the second part to it. When you see the old dude walking, that quiet person, usually the most dangerous person it is. When I was growing up, they had a saying, real killers don't talk. That loud person who making all the noise, that's the one you ain't gotta be scared of, because they ain't gonna bust a grape. You know what I'm saying? That quiet dude, better be still. Better watch your background, because they gonna hurt you, man. And that's another tale from the Sipp. Tales from the Sipp, episode 17. Don't judge a book by its cover. Until the next time, peace out.
That's another tale from the Sipp. That's another tale from the Sipp. Sometimes your boy may go way back in the day, talk about experiences and the games that he played. And that's another tale from the Sipp.